Alright everybody, hello and welcome. As always, I'm Sean. This is In The Mix, episode number 10 of our Pentagon challenge. We're now into double figures, which simultaneously feels like it's flown by, but then at the same time I'll have to kind of remind myself we're 9 years into this save and 9 seasons in. We've just absolutely smashed through this early season content as we try and build up our reputation, as we try and get towards more Champions League jobs. Champions League glory for the first time will be the most difficult, and then I'm hopeful the future continents will be a little bit easier. But we've got a whole bunch of different stuff to bring you today. If you didn't go and check out the Wednesday episode last week, episode number 9, go and check that one out because we have a new job and a new team. More on them as we get stuck in, but let's jump in and see how we've gone. So first and foremost, we are at the start of a new season, so no table to show you guys. Given that this is episode 10, I wanted to do something a little bit special, a little bit different. You might already be able to tell that this episode's a little bit longer than normal, because what I want to do is try and bring you guys like the start of a season and then potentially the end of a season. I know we've fired through a whole bunch of content and a bunch of seasons as well, to be fair, in this save. But that will slow down. We will start bringing you guys more and more as we get to like better clubs and better teams and are challenging for league titles and Champions League triumphs and all that sort of stuff, so that you guys get to come along on that journey with us. But for now, while we're still like in second division, still working our way to the top, we are going to fire through some of these seasons relatively quickly. Having said that, we have put together, I think, a relatively strong squad, which I kind of wanted to walk you guys through. You can see here, most of the ability is 4 to 4.5 stars. All of the potential is like 4.5 to 5 stars, so we've still got a side that is relatively young. There's no one actually in this squad over the age of 24, which is pretty interesting. We have jettisoned some people, but more on them in a moment. And to be fair, Shenyang Urban did have a pretty good squad to start with. It wasn't terrible. It was definitely a step up. You can see here in the wages as well that we're offering. And I'll just update that to Chinese currency just for the immersion, you know. We have got people that are earning like up to 20,000, 40,000 a week. So there are some very good players already here in this squad that are established at the level. And the overall depth in the squad is fantastic. We haven't got anyone below 2.5 star current ability. Yes, that's in their preferred role and all that sort of stuff, and it does change a little bit tactically once we start putting everyone into the roles that I want them to kind of fulfill throughout the course of the season. But I'm still relatively happy with the squad. We haven't had to do too much to get this one up and ready to go for the new season. I won't take you through too many of the players because there's a good chance that you actually won't see that much about them. We might recap that towards the end of the episode as we see different players' performance. But to start the season, we have got one of the relegated teams from last year. If we look at the season preview, Guangzhou City and Qingdao, who were excellent last season and just missed out via the playoff, are the sides favoured to go back up. They were the two relegated teams. We are down in 15th spot. You will notice Wuhan Three Towns immediately got relegated as soon as I left that job, so it's easy to see how quickly I was patching them together. Cassini Yangi is in the division, which is only news and exciting stuff for people within Australia. He's been doing some fantastic Vince McMahon style celebrations. He did this wonderful roll around the pitch on the weekend. He's turning into like the meme lord of the A-League at the moment. But he'll be playing for Guangzhou. We might actually even play against him today in this first fixture. But having said that, even though we're at $51, I'd still think that, you know, potentially our squad is a bit better than that. We can maybe do like a top half, maybe even top 8 finish is roughly what I'm going for based on the strength that we can see in the scouting and current ability of the squads. The challenge is those big sides like Guangzhou, like Qingdao, like their best players are 5-star. So even like here, Yangi, who's not in the starting lineup, he's a 5-star player, and we don't have anyone quite at that level yet. And most of the teams that you would expect have come down from the higher division are pretty much for this level, all 5-star players. Qingdao, we don't have any scout reports on just yet, but we will get those throughout the course of the season. What I'm thinking tactically as well is we're probably going to go attacking when we're playing at home. We might go this more possession-based style away from home, at least for maybe like the opening month, maybe 2 months of the season, just because we've got like away home for quite a while, and we've got cup results during that period. So it is a pretty hectic time, the start of the Chinese league season. And then maybe we start like June, July as the transfer window opens and everything, get into our attacking structures, maybe squeaky bum time towards the end of the season. We go a little bit more possession-based, try and keep the ball a little bit more, try and get our results under control and go from there. But we'll see how that plays out. First, we are going to play this game against Guangzhou, and then potentially what we're going to do is come back maybe like later in the week, recording wise, still in this episode for you guys, but then also see how we've gotten on throughout the course of the season, which is one of the things that I'm kind of interested to see how we can patch that together and hopefully bring you guys more of the content for this special episode, being that it is number 10. So Guangzhou first up, game has started. First highlight is going to go our way. It's a good goal kick forward, and we have recovered possession, keeping the ball well in a deep area. Now we've got overlapping wing backs here. We need them to start working pretty effectively from the off with the wingers, the inside forwards. Good backstick ball, and I tell you what, it pinballed around there. The keeper did miss it, but it's a decent tackle to force it out for the corner. And early days, we've started strongly. Good ball in. It's cleared away. Q Zhen with the ball. Tian Niang or Ning. Now Zin gets goal side again, and he's tackled again out for another corner. So we're definitely putting the pressure on early doors. It's a strong start from us against the side coming down from the top division. Throwing on the right here. First one for Guangzhou. And it's a good ball forward. Cut back there, deep cross in. They have got some talent up front we're going to have to be wary of. They've pinballed it around, and good save there by Zhao or Chao Da Long. I'm still getting that SOG guide to pronunciation in China. I still automatically go to the phonetic pronunciation and then correct myself, but we will get there slowly but surely. Corner here for City. Pull straight at the keeper again. We let off the hook there a bit. We might even come the other way, depending on what he can do with his release here. Jin Qing, our on-loan striker up front. He doesn't look too bad. Ball forward here. Long one in. Good header. Tianning over the top again. And first time strike from him. Goal on debut for the Loney signing. Luo Qing, or Jin Qing, I think is how you would say that. We'll go with Jin Qing. And I've just got to get in the habit of saying that each time. It's an excellent finish. And it's just a ball over the top here from Tianning. I'm not beneath playing agricultural football, and he just rifles it as hard as he can on target, and the keeper can only push that one in to the left-hand corner. So we do go goal up against our highly fancied opponent. They've got a corner here, and it's a near post flick-on header just over the crossbar. And as we hit that 30-minute mark, we're going to use demand washout. Let's see how we get on. We had a deep free kick there, but it looks like the highlight has cancelled itself out. And a late highlight here in the first half. Ball's pinballing around a bit. We might even come the other way. Luo Jin Qing, and it's a good save from the keeper, forces it out for the corner again. What can we do here? We've got to make these corners count if we're going to get something out of this game. Goes near post, it's headed away by the defence, and they may potentially come the other way. No, the referee calls half-time. And at half-time, we're a goal up, which is excellent. I'm just going to say happy with your performance so far. We're not going to complicate it too much further than that. Goal kick forward here for Guangzhou City. Knocked down by us. Jia with the ball. Jin Qing, who's been excellent in his hold-up play. Gets a ball towards back stick. It's pinball back across by Zhuang Chin, and it's a good header from him as well. Is it Chuang Chin in that instance? What's the ZH combo? I've got to figure that one out. We'll get on Google and have a look. Jin Qing, lovely work again. He's got a goal and an assist on his debut, and we go 2-0 up against one of the better sides in the division, and we are getting towards the hour mark, and I am seeing a couple of knocks there that we have to be wary of. So we might hit pause now on the hour. And Chu Zhen has a knock, so we're going to bring on Yong Chiang. And we're going to go to our attacking instructions. Let's just lift the intensity a little bit to try and see out the result here. Yang Jia hasn't had a great game. Liu Yifeng is excellent on both sides. Great to have that versatility off the bench. We'll make another adjustment in midfield, and we're just going to give these guys a bit of a boost. Tell them we've got faith in them. And we're going to hit demand more. Let's see what we can't do here for the last 20 minutes. Corner for Guangzhou, and we might come the other way here again. Ziwei, or Chu Ziwei, and he's gone down in the box. We might have a penalty here, which would be an excellent way to start the season. Penalty awarded. All right, so we might be able to go 3-0 up against arguably the side favourites for promotion this season. It's an excellent strike. Zhang Qin gets that one, and they are definitely all over the place. The commentary was 100% right in what they've described there, and sends the keeper the wrong way. An excellent finish. And things are going pretty much as well as they possibly could have for us. Chao Da Long, long ball forward. It's coming back in here, giving the ball straight back, which is great. Zhuang Qin, out wide right, good ball back in. Tian Ning with possession. Zheng Shiwei, and Luo Jinqing has got a double on his debut. Absolutely fantastic for him. We're 4-0 up against Guangzhou City, which is I did not see coming. And again, it's just wonderful play at the edge of the area. We've got a good amount of bodies in there. We've got players running in behind. Jinqing manages to get his head up facing goal and strikes that one pretty well from the edge of the 18-yard box. 4-0. This is a fantastic opening day result. Long ball forward. Lu Nanfu. Reverse pass here. Oh, we've taken him out there, and he's going to go off. We're going to go down to 10 men here later on. I've already made all of my subs, which is frustrating. Maybe we'll drop back to that possession-based style. And tactically, what can we do? Tian Ning can kind of do the fullback role. Not great, but we can wiggle around here and maybe give ourselves a bit of breathing room. They've immediately got the resulting free kick. Ball towards backstick. It's pinballed away. Ren Kui cuts back, and it's a decent strike from the edge of the area. It would take a lot, I think, for them to come back from this position. But I think we are relatively clear and relatively free. Into the last 10 minutes now. We're going to throw in a demand more shout as well. Let's just try and see out this result and take the 4-0 victory despite going down to 10 men. And as full time's called, 4-0 victors on the opening day of the season. Absolutely fantastic. Really special, lads. Nobody gave you a chance, but you played magnificently. And Luo Jinqing goes 2 goals and an assist on his debut. Excellent stuff from him. And I think it will be interesting to see how that progresses as the season goes. We go top of the league, which is absolutely fantastic. But now what I want to do is I want to jump forward towards kind of like the end of the season and bring you guys the last game to see how like the actual year plays out and to see where we finish up in the division itself. If we continue in that form, we could be in really good shape, which could be something special. But the reality is it'll probably take me 2 or 3 days in real life to do this. And then I'm going to edit both of them together. So you guys will see this as one episode. But magic editing, we're going to jump forward to the end of the season now. All right, so back again, and we are a couple of days further ahead in real life, which you can probably already tell. For continuity's sake, I put on the same shirt, but that's really just for the YouTube thumbnail. We are in the final 3 games of the season, and as you can see, we're currently sitting in 2nd spot in the league, which is absolutely fantastic. That would be a little bit more frustrating. We spent the first 20 games of the season on top of the division, but Qingdao and Guangzhou City, who we did play, as you guys saw earlier this episode, they've been pretty relentless. They are the 2 bigger clubs, I guess, having dropped down from the top division in the league this season, and both of their squads are very good. The Qingdao, is pretty relentless. Like, they have won most of their games. We're 1 win behind them, and we actually play them today. With 3 games remaining in the season, we've got Qingdao, Chang'an, and MNG Hohhot, I believe is how you'd say that one, to finish off the season. We're probably going to show you guys the Qingdao game, and then we might just recap the results of the other 2 as we go through. Or I might just like come in and show you guys the goals when they come through. But as far as the squad's concerned, we've had some fantastic players this season. Chuang Chin, the right winger that we picked up on a free transfer at the start of the season, has 26 goals this year. Absolutely fantastic from the right-hand side. He's playing as an inverted winger on that side. He's been fantastic. Luo Jinqing, who is our loanee striker, has also been great. He's got the highest average rating and 19 goals and 10 assists so far this season, playing as that pressing forward for us, leading the line up top. Has been injured quite a bit as well, so only played the 28 games comparative with a few others in the league. Tianning, our midfield anchor, he's been pretty decent as well, has the highest passing percentage. He's had a good season, albeit like going in and out of the side. You can see he's suspended at the moment, so not ideal, but he is still a valued squad member. Most yellow cards, he also leads that one, and we've only had the 1 red card, which was right at the start of the season, actually. Li Yong, our right back, has picked that one up early on in the season, but so far, the squad has been excellent. You can see a lot of those guys that I think perhaps when we looked at it last time, like 3.5, maybe 4-star, are making the jump up to be kind of top tier. We have only added 1 player, just on the left wing here, Zhao Yong, again, not 100% sure. He's playing as the inverted winger on that left-hand side, and he has been good since he joined. We do have 2 other left wingers as well. One is, he got injured, so I put him down in the under-23s. Q Zhen is the other one. He's also been quite good. He actually has picked up his performance quite a bit since we signed Chaeyong, but his average rating for the season, 6.68, just wasn't quite good enough. We just needed something to balance us out on that left-hand side, so he's been a worthy addition. Otherwise, it's been a pretty straightforward and consistent team. You can see quite a few players with decent average rating scores for the year. Still, most of the squad is under the age of 24, which is fantastic for us to kind of like build through in the next few seasons. And even if we don't go up, we have got like a short list that we're kind of putting together of off-contract players from the bigger clubs in the 1st division that we're keeping an eye on. None of these guys will really talk to us now, but potentially once they actually get released, their contracts are up, they're free agents out there in the market, we may be able to then like kind of approach them for trials, offer them contracts, whatever else. So there's a few different strategies going on relating to that. I've just noticed as well, we're over our wage budget. So to finish off the season, we're just going to push that back and it resolves it a little bit. Can I do any more? No, I can't. So just taking some of the scouting budget and using it to cover the wage, we will try and fix that up at the end of the season. There are still quite a few players in the under-23s as well that I've been trying to get rid of throughout the course of the year. We will start setting these guys for release as well, so hopefully that'll open up some wage budget for us to work with as we try and bring more players in to either strengthen the squad to go up into the top division or alternatively to like really go for a concerted title push next season. But it's been a good year. Tactically speaking, we've been going away from home using the possession-based style and at home using the attacking style, and it has worked very effectively for us. Just slight tweaks, slight alterations. Both are still attacking strategies and attacking mentalities, but they set up a little bit differently in their defensive structure and how direct we are trying to get the ball forward. And I think playing away from home, being a little bit more direct is always a bit more helpful, particularly in the match engine and in the game. But without further ado, we are going to jump into the match and we're going to see how we go. Now, Qingdao are very, very good. Like, make no mistake, they've been relentless. Like, we were on a great run for the first 20 games and they hung with us and then went beyond us. So it wouldn't shock me if we lose to them away from home, but I'm just hoping we can get a good performance and make it an interesting tie and fixture for you guys to see. The first highlight of the match, it's gone their way. They've played it out to the left-hand side. Their wingers are both very good. One's a Colombian and I think one's a full Chinese international, which in the second division is crazy. Sierra, that's the one to keep an eye out for. I think he's the Colombian. He's quite good. And then on the other side, they've got a full Chinese international who's also quite good. Ball's in behind here. I think the Sierra guy will probably win the player of the season as well. Good reverse pass. Shi Wei, he's lost the ball in a bad area. Now we come the other direction. Qingdao gets goal side. It's a good finish, to be fair. Chang Xiao, good finish from him. Check out the reverse pass. That's the one that does us in. And he just powers into the space. Both central defenders, nowhere near it. Can't get back goal side. And he leathers that one back across the keeper. Chow De Long does not do that well in goal. I'm going to throw a demand more shout out there. Let's see how that goes. At least if we go in at half-time losing, I know what half-time team talk will do. Good press here. We've managed to send them backwards. Ball forward. Liu Yifeng. Pinballing around here at the edge of the area. They've got a good overlapping wing back here as well. And someone's just run out and clattered him. It's Cheng Shi Wei. And if this goes to a penalty, it's going to be very frustrating. We will see how the VAR review goes. I think they're going to get a pen. No penalty. Okay, all right. We've gotten away with one there, but still, that's a dumb challenge to just run out and give away a foul. Resulting free kick, thankfully, just headed over the crossbar. Can I throw another demand more shout in before the first half? Because they are starting to pepper us and really turn the screws late on in this first half. But at halftime, we're a goal down. Let's see what we can do. Dressing room, I don't do throw water bottle, mainly because I've never seen it work. But I can do thrash arms, and I'm going to say I'm far from pleased with what I just saw. Everybody seems motivated. But when I do that, I always feel like I have to do something different. So we'll switch back to the other tactic. Let's see how we go. There's an immediate highlight here starting off the second half. If it's a response from us, fantastic. Long ball forward. Jin Ching has gotten goal side, and we've immediately gotten back into the fixture and contest. 24th league goal of the season for him, and that is a fantastic response after the halftime team talk. It's just a good ball in behind, to be honest. It's agricultural football. It's a long ball forward, but brings it down well, smashes it to the right-hand side of the keeper. Keeper did come out, tried to make himself big, but in the end, he's sliding that one home from, I think, pretty much the edge of the 6-yard box. And this sets it up to be a pretty fantastic second half. All right, cut back ball here, just headed over the crossbar from Qingdao. A draw doesn't kill us. Sierra with a strike from distance. I did say that their wingers were very, very good, and that this guy, Sierra, who I think is the Colombian, he may potentially win player of the season. That is a fantastic free kick. Chow De Long did actually get across to it, but can only push it into the roof of the net. There's another highlight here. We'll let this one play out, and then I think we're going to have a look at subs a couple of minutes early. Reverse pass. Pinballing around at the base of midfield. They're just waiting for the press to come. Ball in behind now. Zhang Fei cut back to the back stick, and thankfully Sierra just over the crossbar. But we are at the hour mark, so I think that sets us up to go. We're going to go attacking last 30 minutes. Let's really roll the dice and go after it here. I should be pushing this on condition, given that we are playing a relatively high press, but I'm going to go instead on average rating because there's some poor average ratings out there. Liu Wen has not played well, so Zhu Zivei will come on for him. Li Yufeng, who's been excellent for us all season, he'll come off as well. And Xiao Yong will come off also at that left wing position. But there are quite a few players out there that are on like 6.4s, 6.5s. We're going to throw a demand more shout in there. Really last roll of the dice. You can see Guangzhou City are 5-2 up in their contest. So if they potentially can reel us back in and take that other promotion spot. Cut back ball here, and they've found another goal. They've made it 3-1. They're very good, Qingdao. They're worthy winners of the competition, so I'm not complaining, but it would have been nice to put up a bit more of a fight, given how big this contest is for us and for our season. Chow De Long doesn't even go after the ball there. He just watches it sail past him. All right, can we save face on anything, guys? Can we try and maybe pull one more goal back, make it 3-2, keep our goal difference relatively high, because that could be important if Guangzhou City are going to continue to pick up points. 4 minutes to be added on. I don't think we're going to see too much more. And as the referee calls full time, it's a good 3-1 win, and that'll effectively secure the league title for Qingdao. I'm just going to say we're underdogs. You gave it your best effort. They all seem demotivated. That was terrible. You're unlucky, but good effort. You're unlucky, but good effort. You're unlucky, but good effort. I brought a couple of them back, but in reality, that's quite frustrating. Okay, Qingdao have now claimed the national first division title. I think that's because they take the lead in our head-to-head record. Whereas even if we pulled back the 6 points, we wouldn't be able to get above them effectively, because I think it's head-to-head instead of goal difference, but that's fine. That's no problem. You can see here, Mauricio Sierra, he's the one that did the damage, and he's very, very good. Physical attributes are there, mental attributes are there, technical attributes are there. It's quite impressive. We do have 2 weeks before the next game, so I think what we're going to do is, first thing first, I'm going to give the entire squad a rest day, because use your rest days, that's what they're for. And then we'll only jump back in against Chang'an once we score a goal. So I'll just show you guys like the replay of the goal, and we'll try and speed up the episode that way so that you're not watching everything. All right, first goal of the game. We are 1-0 up in the 53rd minute. It's a good clearance header, and then you can see Yi Feng just drops a ball back in, and Jinqing does well to stay on side. He's a little bit fortunate maybe, but a good side foot home from inside the 6-yard area, and we take a 1-goal advantage, and that would, I think, potentially be enough to see us get promoted. All right, and another goal, again, to Jinqing, who's been absolutely excellent in this run home. You can see lovely touch here from Wenner, reverse pass in, and by the time he finishes it, he's about 5 yards out. Excellent finish, gives us a 2-goal buffer, should be enough. All right, it ended 2-0, excellent from us, and I think Guangzhou City have actually just lost their game, which would mean we are promoted up into the Super League for the first time in our history. We're finally in top division in China. It's taken us absolutely forever. Wage budgets haven't gone up that much, which is a bit frustrating, but the board seem pretty happy, which is great, and we're going to give Jinqing a little bit of support, but an excellent effort. I'm thrilled to finally be up there, but in reality, we'll be going into the 10th year of the save, like based on when we start next season. So like, I wish it had to come a little bit quicker, but that's fine. At least we're up into the top flight. At least we're going to start challenging for titles, hopefully start challenging for continental qualification and get this Pentagon challenge going a little bit at a quicker clip. But I don't think we'll play the last game of the season. I think we'll do that one off screen. I think what we'll do is kind of wrap this one up and hopefully do the off season and come back next time out for you guys to see the start of our first season in the Chinese Super League. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. The support for this series over the first 10 episodes has been absolutely fantastic. If you are enjoying it, want to help celebrate, drop a like on this video. That does help the channel a bit, helps get higher in YouTube search results when people look for Football Manager content. You can also subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date on all of our future videos. That'll continue. Go and check out the reserve team, all that sort of great stuff as well for everything Australian New Zealand football. But more than anything, I just appreciate you guys watching along with me. That's the part that I appreciate the most. As always, I've been Sean, and I'll see you guys again in the mixer.